Hey, it's Jeremy here. I'm just outside at lunchtime during work, and I take a walk on this path here just to kind of clear my head and think. And while it's the spring and summer and fall seasons, it's very nice here, very nice out, and it gives me just a chance to think and reflect and take a step back from the work I'm doing and just evaluate and examine myself, my thoughts and my ideas. The one thing I'm thinking about today is usually what I get emails about. Frequently I get emails from someone who's in a situation, whether it's a divorce or they're struggling with school or they're struggling with their parents or their relationship's not working or whatever it may be. That's just an awful situation in their mind. And the first thing I want to say to you, if you're in a situation where you feel like it's difficult and you don't know what to do and you need help, is that I've been there before. I've had struggles, difficulties. As I've said on my website and blog, I've struggled for quite a large portion of my life with shyness. I would actually have panic attacks, and I would just clench up whenever I was in school. If the teacher called on me to read, my heart would beat so fast I would feel like it was going to beat out of my chest. And I was very shy anytime I was in front of a group. So when I was in my classes, I would hope that I get to sit on the side in the back. Anytime I had to sit in the middle of a classroom, I was scared to death. I was also struggled with confidence. I was not a very confident person growing up. I was not sure of myself. I was timid. I didn't believe I could do anything. I struggled with obesity. I was about 50 pounds overweight. Didn't even know I was overweight. I just thought that's who I was and that's how I had to be. I'm going to turn the camera around now and film me so you can see me. And hopefully I get the angle right here. So I am a real person, just wanted to let you know that. And I've had struggles just like you're going through. And the first thing that I think of when I have a struggle is I want someone to talk to. I just want someone to share it with and get some feedback with and have a connection with, because a lot of the times in your family circle there's no one who understands you, or you feel like there's no one who understands you. And to have someone who can completely understand you, it's very gratifying, very fulfilling, and it's very helpful. And a lot of times that's one of the things you need when you're struggling with something, is just someone who understands what you're going through and who's willing to talk to you. And that's what I do, is I get a lot of emails and I just respond back. I say, yep, I've gone through this. I know other people have gone through this. And I have a website, drgerm.com, and my blog, jeremynoeljohnson.com, a couple websites where I address these problems by talking about living up to your full potential and having confidence and living a meaningful and fulfilling life. And chances are, if you're in a situation where you're struggling, one, you want someone to talk to, but two, you want some advice on what to do. And the advice I give is very simple. One is you have to decide you're going to focus on something other than the negative. And I don't say ignore the negative. I actually tell people, take what's actually happening. If it sucks, say, yep, this sucks, or I presently struggle with. And then take that and say, all right, now how am I going to make it better? Maybe I'm spending too much time watching television or on the computer and I should read some books. Maybe I'm not spending enough time with my significant other. Maybe I need to spend more time at the gym working out so I get in better shape. Maybe I need to spend more time focusing on my work at my job instead of surfing the internet. So there's a host of things that if you ask the question of how can I make this better, that'll come to your mind. The human brain is a pretty powerful thing. It'll come up with the answers you're seeking if you ask the right question. So first, say, yep, this is what's terrible, this is what's hard, what can I do to make this better? And you'll find that you'll start coming up with the answers. As I'm taking this walk out on this path today at work, this is what I'm thinking about. I have struggles too. I'm someone who provides advice and resources and even coaching to those who want it. But I also need coaching myself. Believe it or not, I'm not this perfect person. I have plenty of struggles in my life, and I need someone to talk to and get advice and guidance from. So I know exactly the importance of having someone to talk to and get advice from, because a lot of the times we may not see what's right in front of our face or what might be the best course of action, or we might not be able to think of the right questions to ask. So having a coach or someone to talk to who can objectively look at your situation is just very important. It can lead to having some amazing breakthroughs by seeing what was not there before. So I'm Jeremy Johnson. I have a day job as a web developer, and I help people outside of that job through email and coaching, and just trying to live a life where I'm living to my full potential. I want to live as long as I possibly can. I have this crazy idea I'm going to live to be 200 years old, and I want to get the most out of this life that I can and be as happy as I possibly can, because to me, existence is not worth living unless that's the way you're living. Alright, well, I'm going to continue my walk now, and please contact me if you're interested in talking or being coached or just need advice on something. Thanks.